All right, who is a fan of beef jerky? This guy for sure. I have a Traeger smoker, which I'm planning once the weather gets a little bit better to do a few more videos here on the channel with, but I usually make a batch of jerky a week, but not this week because I got something a little different. This time we're going for Stryve. So have you ever been going through social media and you're like, oh man, that does look pretty good. Those damn ads, man, they have them targeted perfectly towards you, don't they? Well, they targeted me because I talk about making beef jerky on the Traeger, and well, I'm glad they did, because Stryve is something that I found on one of those ads and I just went for it. I was like, dude, I love beef jerky. This is not beef jerky, but it looks like it. I think I've seen this before on charcuterie boards. I've had it before. I like it, I think. Okay, so we went ahead and ordered it. So what I've got is I've got a slab of it. So you actually get a whole slab of this stuff. Is what it looks like right here. Yeah, it's just a slab of it that you're gonna cut. And then I love Cajun stuff, so I got a bag of Cajun flavored. So what the heck, we're gonna try it out. Now the stuff that's in the bags, that is already pre-sliced. It's gonna be a little bit nicer, I think, if you get yourself a slab of it. I've got a friend over in South Africa, Brent, says he's going to be sending me some real biltong, because apparently this is something that started in South Africa or somewhere in Africa, I believe, and it's not dried beef like beef jerky. It's not dehydrated, it's not smoked or anything like that. It's air dried. Okay, so it's one of those things I don't know if you could do on your own. I know some people do, but you have to have perfect conditions and all of that to air dry it. And the meat, it's hard to explain the differences by looking at it. So I wanted to taste it, so that's what we're going to do today. Now, I did also buy a bag of what they call beef bites. They were like little pellets. I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, it's maybe like chopped, pressed, and formed. I did not like those. Those were really dry. I didn't like the flavor of them. I tried those first because I was like, well, we'll go ahead and try these because it's beef bites. It's easy, right? You take it with you. It reminded me of like the Jack Link's, the teriyaki bites that they have, but they weren't like that at all. They were pellets. I didn't like them. So, what the heck? Let's see if this is any good. Let's try the Cajun first, and then we will try the slab. I cannot wait. I love some meat. Let's Stryve it. All right, so you get a little card in here. It says, we love seeing your biltong enjoyed by our Stryve squad. Mention Stryve Biltong on Instagram next time you snap a photo, or leave some love on Stryve.com. They vow to have great customer service. And back here it says, thank you for choosing Stryve. Now this card here says, tough, then tender. Our whole biltong slab was once over a pound of lean, round steak. We seasoned it and hung it to dry for 10 to 14 days, and it transformed into a delicious and nutritious 8-ounce biltong slab. This biltong slab is 100% air-dry beef, so it's a little hard on the outside, but pure deliciousness on the inside. And then over here, they tell you what to do with it. So it says to open it up, and this is what I've got right here. This is the slab. And then they give you a little bag right here. Of course, I also have the Cajun style. So it says, open up, smell that biltong goodness. To slice, you'll need a sharp knife. So I've got a one of my wife's Fiesta knives over here. We found that if you put the slab on its side perpendicular to the cutting board, it's much easier to slice. For ultra tender, delicious pieces, be sure to slice it thin. Now to store, it says biltong once open, it stores best when kept in a brown paper bag left open to the air. If you don't devour it in one sitting, that is. Use the bag provided to enjoy again later. For best taste, we recommend eating within 3 days after opening. So, yeah, we've got the little bag here. All right, so let's take a look at this first, because Cajun stuff. Boy, I tell you what, air-dried beef slices. This is what interested me at first, because I saw the slices and thought, well, that sounds like it's going to be pretty interesting. I love some beef jerky, but this sounded like something a little bit different. Back here on the back, it says, beef done better. Our beef biltong is high-quality steak that's been seasoned and air-dried to mouth-watering perfection. Once dried, we slice it into ultra-thin, ultra-delicious pieces. That's beef done better. Doesn't have a whole lot of calories or anything like that. It's got protein, 0 sugars, no nitrates, gluten, or MSG or anything like that. And they guarantee you will love this product. Now, when it comes in this bag like this, of course it's a Ziploc, so I can just go ahead and put that in the fridge. Ooh, look inside there. Doesn't that look good? Doggy. Okay, that's what the pieces look like. Pull a couple more out of here. There we go, look at that. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's go ahead and try that. Okay. This is good. Now, I'm wondering if, because it's already pre-sliced, sorry, this could take me a while to chew. Got a little bit of saltiness to it. There are some flavors in there. It's not, when I hear Cajun, I think like blackened or really spicy. There's just a tiny bit of spice to this. It's got a little bit of saltiness to it. It does not taste like typical beef jerky. I know that they use things like coriander and stuff in the biltong, and I kind of taste those too. It's a different taste. Now, I expected this to be a little bit wetter because of the way that it looks, especially the pictures on the website, but I think the slab is going to be like that. This is very good. It's hard to explain the consistency of it. The consistency of it, I actually like better than jerky. Don't get me wrong. I'm not turning on jerky here because I love me some jerky, but consistency of it is really good. That's very tasty. Okay, I would recommend that one. The bites, no. Those little pellets, they remind me of the pellets that I put inside my Traeger. All right, next we've got the actual slab. All right, so Stryve, charcuterie, biltong slab, air-dried beef. It's got the little packet in there and everything. Now this one, I actually ordered this a few weeks ago and it's been sitting for a little bit, so hopefully it will be okay. This does say Best Buy 040422, so it should be fine. Go ahead and cut that bag open. I'm gonna slide this slab of goodness out here. I don't know if I have to keep this to put inside that paper bag or not. Ooh, that does smell really good. It's very fragrant. It's hard to say exactly what the smells are, but they use coriander and some other spices and stuff like that when they make this stuff. But look at that. Oh, man. That's like meat porn right there. You got to cut it thin. It is a little bit hard on the outside. There's that piece right there. Kind of like when you're making jerky and you have a slab of frozen meat and you're cutting it to make your jerky. It's kind of the same thing. Now they sell this little like charcuterie board. It's a wooden board that has a slicer built into it to slice this stuff. But it's a little tough to slice. But look at that piece right there. Oh man. That's beautiful. Now, I have a friend, Brent Palmer, who's over in South Africa, which that's where the stuff comes from. It's like a South African thing, or African thing, I don't know, either way. He is sending me some. Now, they make, this is made in America. Now, they make all kinds of different ones there. Like, apparently, they have one that's fatty and wet and dry and all that. This one appears to be a little less on the fatty side. Oh, man, that does look good, boy. Let me see here. Cut another couple slices. Now, we may have seen stuff like this on like charcuterie boards and stuff like that. You know, it might be sitting on the side of the board. You got cheese and all that kind of stuff and some dried meat sitting there like that. So, I don't know. That's I got to cut a few pieces here. I'm not going to cut this whole thing because it will take a while. I think if you had that slicer and you could actually just, you know, cut it like that. You got to make the sound effect though. So I guess the idea is you just slice off what you think you're going to eat. You know, a few slices of it. And then, I guess you take this bag and you just slide her in. And then we'll fold that over just like that. And apparently, according to the little card here, it says just put it in the brown paper bag and, you know, leave it to the open air. Ooh, look at that piece right there. Oh, man. Oh. Now, see, that is a big difference. I could see ordering, sorry about that. I could see ordering a bag of this if you're going on a hiking trip or something like that and you didn't want to have to cut it up. But, dude, if you have the convenience of actually cutting this up. Now, this one's not Cajun. It's just the original flavor. And I could definitely tell the difference between the two now. Cajun one has just a little bit more spice. It has a little bit of heat, but it's not hot. I would expect a little bit hotter than that. But this, oh man. So this is a lot more tender. It's a lot more moist. I can already tell that by slicing it ahead of time, you're going to dry it out a little bit. I mean, it is already air dried anyways. So keeping that in this bag like this and just cutting off the pieces that I feel like eating at the time, I think is going to be the best way to go. But dude, that is really good. So I'm looking at the ingredients: beef, vinegar, 2% or less of salt, raisin juice concentrate, black pepper, white pepper, garlic powder, coriander, clove, and nutmeg. That was the thing. I read clove in there and was like, hell no, I'm not going to like that. Clove? Oh, but dude, this is good. I'd probably eat that whole slab in one sitting. Okay. So, sorry, hold on. Yeah, that is really tasty. So if you want Stryve and you just want convenience, go ahead and get this. But, you know, the pre-sliced stuff, I can already tell you that it's just a little bit more dry already. So it'd be great if you're going on a trip, backpacking or something like that, going out fishing. Grab yourself a bag of that. You'll be done with that in a couple hours. If you have the time to relax and cut the stuff up for yourself, then I would go ahead with the slab. It's, I think it was about $14 or $16 for that slab, but that's 8 ounces of beef. So that's quite a bit. I mean, usually with jerky, it's like, I don't know, $5, $6 a bag for 3, maybe 4 ounces. So yeah, I'm digging it. I found something new I like. It's beef, and it's supposed to be healthier for you than a lot of other snacks. Now let's see if Brent pulls through and I get some official real biltong straight from South Africa. I think that'd be pretty cool. Well, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. I know I've been a little bit inconsistent with content on here as far as getting it up, but you know, I have a lot of other things going on. I do want to dedicate a little bit more time to this channel though, because this is kind of a labor of love for me. This is where I get to share a lot more about who I am and all that than any other place. So I do appreciate your support. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there. I'd really appreciate if you'd click that. I do have social media. I've got Facebook and Instagram. I can't remember if I set up a Pinterest or not, but you can find me on there at The Picky Eater Channel. Plenty more planned here for the channel, including that Traeger grill that's sitting out there, man. This summertime, I'm planning on doing some more stuff on the Traeger. For now, that is it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on The Picky Eater Channel.